Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. NK Telco Sports welcomes you to the coverage of high school boys basketball, where the Waynesfield-Goshen Tigers are now at the barn where they're going to take on the new Knoxville Rangers. Tonight's game is brought to you by First National Bank, Keyhole Pizza, Precision Strip, Winners Meat, Grand Lake Health Systems, New Knoxville Supply, and NK Telco. Welcome again. I'm Dennis Henshin along with Jeff Henshin tonight for the Stats in Color. Happy to have you here as two teams, both standing at 0-2 on this early part of the season. We'll square off. It should be a very, I'll call it, competitive game, I think, Jeff. Obviously, stats are not real important yet because only 2 games in. New Knoxville has had several high scores in both of those games. New Knoxville had a very impressive Saturday night game against Anna where they were down 16 and came back within 1.
Yeah, you were at that game. You saw him play. We saw him play against St. Mary's the night before. St. Mary's just overmatching the Rangers. And Anna, the Rangers played much better. Talked to Coach Munger. He was very pleased. Had a shot to maybe tie it and had a couple of breakdowns defensively that maybe the Anna Rockets took advantage of late, and then they went on to lose by 10. I saw Botkins on Saturday night in the Myers Tavern Tip-Off Classic at Botkins. They lost to Calvary Christian by 4. Very competitive game there after getting beat by Botkins the night before handily. But
you meant Waynesfield.
Waynesfield saw them play Calvary Christian on Saturday night. They lost by 4. Very competitive game. So I look to this to be a very even matchup tonight and really a 50-50 game from what we know. I mean, like I said, the stats are kind of hard to judge much on, but just got to feel it's going to be pretty competitive, and it's a 50-50 game. I think each team obviously would love to get that first win of the season. Yeah,
standing at 0-2 right now, and games will pick up here pretty fast as we get into the middle part of December now. Everybody, not everybody, but a lot of people only like to play like one game that first opening weekend, and that way when something doesn't go right, you can go back and fix it. Where if you play Friday, Saturday,
no time to fix it, and you take your chances, and then, but sometimes it's good to get out and play. I mean, you only teach so long. You need to learn on the fly. Sometimes is the best teaching tool, and then you watch a little film, and then maybe what the coach says makes sense when you see it, and you see what you can do differently, and that's part of the growing process. And some teams have it mastered, and some teams struggle with that all year, and it's just the way it works out.
Yeah. So we're just about ready for the introduction of the players and the referees, but first we're going to have the national anthem, and there's going to be a presentation here on the floor.
The Hometown Opportunity Platform is exceptional.
It is focused, laser focused on the careers in our 4-county region.
100% of the time we go to Hometown Opportunity. We've had great success from a handful of applications when we need them, as well as a recent one where we had 67 applicants.
Honestly, it's a competitive advantage.
The Hometown experience has been everything I could have dreamed of and more.
Okay, now let's get started. We're going to introduce the officials. They are John Hines, Kalen Stewart, and Doug Gary. They will be officiating tonight's contest. And now we're going to start with the starting lineup for the Waynesfield-Goshen Tigers under the direction of Brad Klum. The first gentleman out will be Dalton Jordan. He's a senior, standing 6 foot. And the next gentleman out will be number 15, Wyatt Harden, also a senior, standing 6 foot 1 inch. Their big man, also a senior, Jay Carter, standing at 6 foot 5, number 45. And at guard, number 3, a senior also, Landon DeWitt. And rounding out the starting 5 will be Levi Glick, number 5. He's a sophomore, 5'11". As I said, the head coach is Brad Klum. He's assisted by Leighton Campbell and Kobe Glover. The Tigers are 0-2 as the season is early, but they are 0-2, as are the Rangers. So the first one out for the Rangers will be number 4, Jay Waterman. He's a senior, and he stands 6 foot tall. Number 2 coming out will be number 10, Jay Schrader. He is a junior, standing 6 foot. And then at center, number 33, Tyler Lammers. He's a 6 foot 1 inch senior. And now come the guards. All right, the next gentleman out will be guard senior, number 3, Andrew Leffel, standing 5'10". And the last one to round out the starting 5 will be number 11, Troy Dwenger. He's a senior, also standing at 6 foot. So there you have your starting lineups, brought to you by, I missed it. So by, I don't know who we got starting lineups, but okay. We're going to go to the keys to the game now, brought to you by Keyhole Pizza.
Well, first for the Waynesfield-Goshen, Coach Klum mentioned they need to control the boards. They also want to stop New Knoxville's guards from penetrating on offense. And on offense, execute, stay in system, don't force it. The keys of the game for the Waynesfield Tigers. And for New Knoxville, Coach Munger talked about getting to the free throw line. Rangers got there often against them. And I believe they were 28 of 34, if I remember from memory. Want to stay disciplined on D and stay in the gaps. Felt like at Anna they broke down a couple times and control the tempo, play at their pace. And those are the keys of the game, brought to you by Keyhole Pizza.
Dwenger for a 3 straight away, good. Dwenger averaging last year about 10 points a game, and now we've got time on the floor. I think we got a clock problem. They had a clock problem earlier, but they thought they had it fixed. But I see that we're still registering 8 minutes full with no score. So you got a problem down there at the desk. Try to get that fixed, but Dwenger just took the first shot of the game, buried a 3.
It's a new system from what I understand, so
Brand
working out the bugs. And but right now, good start for the Rangers. It's obviously a long way to go, but Dwenger, the open possession, quick offense for the Rangers. 3-point shot taken, made. New Knoxville last year shot 3-point shots really pretty well, and that their nemesis was more their turnovers, so they will look to minimize them. And pretty athletic bunch. Good ball movement by the Tigers.
Tigers scored inside there on a nice pass.
And a key word, couple of nice passes as Carter, the final one to get it, but they broke down the Ranger defense pretty efficiently as New Knoxville was rotating.
And there's a pass, entry pass intended for Waterman that's knocked away by the Tigers. Be Rangers ball underneath the basket. Inbounds go to the Lammers, and now they skip it all the way around. Schrager had it. Now it's over to Dwenger. Dwenger looks inside. Schrader looks inside, and there's a dump pass to Lammers. Maybe a little too hard, maybe a little
right
bit behind
idea.
him.
Yeah, right idea. Schrader penetrated. Defense stepped up. The pass just off the mark a bit. Lammers unable to corral it. Rangers' first turnover of the game.
There's a pass down to the right corner that goes to DeWitt. Now a drive there by Hayden. Harden, I'm sorry, yes. And there is a shot from about 14 feet by Carter. No good, long, out of bounds. Stays with the Tigers.
Those are tough to miss. When it misses everything, you're not expecting them. You expect to hit the rim and be in that spot. This one kind of missed everything, and the Rangers not able to control it. Tigers get another look here in this possession.
Entry pass over there in the corner.
Rangers tried to double team, but able to get out of it was Jordan before the double team came. Using the sideline and the end line as an extra defender.
Near steal, kick around.
Good ball movement.
And man, 4 guys touched it right there without a dribble.
But the Rangers come away with a steal at the end, but they really whipped the ball around pretty quick. And New Knoxville not gambled, but shifted. And when they double team, the rotations are about a half step late, but they do get a deflection. And ultimately pick up not only a turnover, but the first foul of the game against Jay Carter, team foul number 1.
So Schrader has it. He'll bring it across the timeline. He makes his first pass off to the left side to Dwenger. Now they've reversed it all the way around. Back to Schrader in the corner. And now to Leffel. There's a Lammers has it. Inside to Schrader, nothing. Waterman drives, goes up, and I believe he's going to be fouled by.
Luckily, it won't go on Carter, as that would have been his second. And I think Carter was holding his breath. Instead, Wyatt Harden picks up the foul, his first, team second. Talked to Coach Klum before the game, and long story short, as Waterman's shot goes in, he was talking about the shell drill, how he was working that one day at practice, just working on the shell drill, defensive shell drill. I won't say what one of the players said or asked, but he realized he needed to break it down even further because they didn't really understand what he thought was basic, just the gap in what he was teaching. So I really had to think about that. And we've spent a lot of time on the other day just breaking it down to a different level to help everyone understand. I'm thankful the kid asked me because I assumed everyone knew exactly what I was talking about. So each year you're getting a new group to understand their knowledge and what they know and what they don't know. But he just mentioned we spent a lot of time on the defensive shell drill.
Yep, and sometimes what you think you know, they know, but it isn't. There is a drive by number 4, Jordan, and he runs right into Dwenger. Dwenger took the charge. 3
quick team fouls against the Tigers. Remember, you shoot 2 shots on the 5th team foul of each quarter. So the Tigers, we played 2 minutes and 4 seconds. They have 3 fouls. New Knoxville no fouls. So if New Knoxville, who went to the line a lot against Anna in her game Saturday, can stay aggressive and draw fouls, they can get some looks, if you will, at the foul line.
There's Dwenger getting the maximum mileage out of those stoop steps.
Well, he has a lot more spring in his leg than I do, but he covered, like you said, about 15 feet with the drive to the basket, his 5th point of the game.
There's another penetration right there by Jordan,
foul.
And he's fouled by Dwenger or Lammers.
3-3, his first, team's first. Carson Barnes, number 14, 6-foot junior, in for the Tigers as Carter sits down. Schrader got deflection on it, but Harden able to keep possession for the Tigers.
Near steal there by Dwenger, but now out on top goes with Jordan.
4 versus 4, and Waterman versus Jordan.
He takes off, drive, flip to Dwenger. Nice pass by Waterman, and Dwenger forced the action, got fouled, going to the line.
Coach Klum, I didn't see the play that well, but that's her 4th foul. I think Coach Klum was not arguing, just making sure he knew that if it was ticky-tack, I don't know, but the Rangers have picked up now 4 fouls against the Tigers, so they'll be shooting free throws the rest of the first quarter.
First one up there by Dwenger is good.
6 points for Dwenger.
Scoreboard sponsor tonight, it's First National Bank.
Jace Kaufman, 5'8" junior, 5'8" junior into the ball game for the Tigers. He wears number 1.
Dwenger's next shot is also good.
So Troy last night leaving the building, he had ice on his left shoulder. And he said, good thing it wasn't my right shoulder. And he's off the mark. He's hit for the cycle. He's hit 2 free throws, a field goal, and a 3-pointer. So he has 7 points here already in the first quarter.
Over there to Glick on the right side. He's going to direct traffic as they almost reset a little bit. Kicks it back to the right side. And here come the Cutters off the left side. They reverse it back to the left. There's a spin dribble by Glick. Off the glass, no good. Rebound, falling there, then kicked out by Dwenger as he gets it to Leffel.
Nice job avoiding the travel by Dwenger. Didn't roll over. Able to find a teammate, get rid of it before he's tied up.
And on the drive, Dwenger tried to kick it out to Schrader in the left corner. Knocked out of bounds by Waynesfield. So it'll stay with the Rangers on the baseline. Waterman to inbounds. And there's a inbounds pass to Lammers. The attempted shot.
He got open. It was a great look. He just missed the shot, but good offensive out of bounds play by New Knoxville. Waynesfield wasn't defending it well enough, but New Knoxville misses a shot.
Jace Kaufman with the ball out on top. Now over to Barnes. Shot there by Glick, no good. Rebounded by Leffel. And he'll bring it across the timeline, looking, driving, penetrating, and he ran right out of bounds.
I think there was a minor contact. I think Kaufman maybe, I won't say fouled him, but bumped him, and that really threw Leffel off balance. And just sometimes when you get rolling, your head gets too far from your feet, it's a battle to stay up. And unfortunately for Leffel, it's a turnover, but fortunately for New Knoxville, dead ball turnover. They can reset, play 5-on-5 defense. Noah Holland, number 12 for New Knoxville, into the ball game. He's a 5'9" junior.
Might be noted that Preston Richling is out for a while now, as he's been sick, and he won't be back, according to him today, for several weeks actually. So he's going to miss some time here with a sickness that he hopes to be over with in a hurry. He's here tonight, but just not able to play. There's Leffel from the right wing, and that's a three. That's good.
In rhythm jump shot.
Okay, and there's a 12-2 lead by the Rangers. That forces the Waynesfield Tigers to call a timeout, so we'll take a position strip timeout with them, and we'll be right back.
CarriageWorks has expanded and now can hold up to 25 cars in our service bay. CarriageWorks thrives on customer satisfaction. We accomplish that by providing top-of-the-line technology. CarriageWorks now uses a laser beam system to measure down to the millimeter of factory specs to better service you and get you back on the road. CarriageWorks has a brand new top-of-the-line paint booth that uses waterborne paint. There's no job too big or too small for CarriageWorks. We're certified collision specialists. Come in and see us today.
We're back here at the barn. Just a quick note, like I said, scoreboard sponsor tonight is First National Bank. Keys to the game were brought to you by Keyhole Pizza, a fine place to eat. Timeout sponsor is Precision Strip. The player of the game tonight will be brought to you by NK Telco. Our mid and post game stats will be brought to you by Grand Lake Health Systems. And our live view sponsor tonight is New Knoxville Supply.
Speaking of mid-game stats, the Rangers have missed one shot, and that was an inbounds play that Lammers got at kind of point-blank range, just rushed it. Other than that, they've made 2 of 2 3-point shots, made a field goal, and made 4 of 4 free throws. So there's a reason they're up 12-2, and they've been pretty good defensively, allowing really Waynesfield basically for the most part, except for one possession, one and done on their field goal attempts.
Should be noted that Waynesfield had a tremendous football season, going 10-0. There's a steal by Waterman at the top, goes up on the left side, and he is a lefty, so it's a gravy shot for him.
Number 4 with 4 points. Gets not only the steal like you mentioned, but the score.
Here comes Glick. Left side, kicks it over there to DeWitt.
Yeah, I mentioned their football program. It wasn't too long ago. Maybe it's the years have kind of rolled up, but they were maybe in jeopardy of not even fielding a football team.
Yeah, there were some years where they were down to
minimal players.
Yeah, 25 players, I believe, 24. There's Dwenger. He loses the handle, and way down the floor, never getting there, was Jordan. He receives the pass, and he gets a quick, easy
Now, note, he did fall down, I believe.
Yeah.
That's why he just didn't make it down there, but turned out in his favor. Dalton Jordan, a big bucket that Waynesfield needed something. He scores their 4th point. They trailed by 10, so that was a hoop to cut a 12-point lead already here down to 10. Maybe give them a spark offensively.
There's a shot by Schrader in the key area, a little short. Rebounded by the Tigers. Here they come. Kaufman's driving, and he's going to be fouled by Holland.
The constant bumping and banging 20 feet from the hoop is going to get a foul called every time. Noah Holland, his first, team second. Level back into the lineup, really, with the sickness to Richling. The Rangers probably 6-man rotation for the most part. I'm sure some other support players that play JV will get in, but for the most part, 6 players.
There's a shot by Kaufman that's long. Long rebound, touched last by the Rangers, I do believe, and it is. It'll stay with the blue and gold.
offensive rebounds the Tigers have had this half have come off of, let's say, air ball shots. You know, that's the only time New Knoxville hasn't been able to field it cleanly. That one missed everything, and maybe not the Rangers not quite expecting that to come down quite as fast. Long story short, Waynesfield needs a bucket here. They trail by 10.
There's Glick with a drive. He tried to enter the pass. It got knocked away. And
Rangers collapsed well. Was not an opening.
Level to Schrader, back to level. Now they're going to reverse sides.
Zone defense by the Tigers, and I don't remember how they started out. I thought it was man-to-man, but they're zone now. Again, New Knoxville shot very well, just missed 2 shots.
2-3. Schrader at the top looking. He had a nice night against Anna the other night. That shot is just a little short as it dribbles off their iron. Here comes Glick. Kicks it over there to the right corner for DeWitt. Long rebound, Schrader has it.
Waynesfield just 2 of 9 from the field. So you can see why right now it's a 10-point deficit facing them, but a lot of basketball left for the Tigers if they can find their stroke, and let's say New Knoxville cools down a little bit. As a save by Waterman will be a turnover.
Okay, Lammers has it. And he was going to be tied up, but he was powerful enough to take it away.
Waterman on the other end made a nice play, let's say hustle play, to save the ball, but he threw it to the backcourt. And you got to be careful. Sometimes that could have been instant offense for the Tigers.
That's a 50-50 ball, and what do? If you can
you
save
throw
it
it back
for
to
your
your
teammate,
basket,
it's good.
or if you can find your teammate. He just blindly whipped it around his back, which is probably just trying to save it, but it almost ended up in could have been an easy opportunity. DeWitt picks up the foul.
Lammers with the first shot. Not there, it's offside of the iron. Dwenger in for Schrader.
.21 seconds left. Tigers again had trailed by 12. As soon as they went down by 12, they got a basket by Jordan to cut it to 4. And they've had a couple chances here to score. New Knoxville coming up empty on the other end, but a bucket here at the buzzer would be nice.
There's a steal. Leffel has it, kicks it over to Dwenger in the key area. No good. Lammers rebounds it, and it goes back up, and he sticks it in about a second before the buzzer goes off, and so period number 1 is in the books. The Rangers have a 16-4 lead, and we're going to take a precisions timeout right now, and we'll be right back in just a moment. Okay, we're back here at the barn as we're just about ready for period number 2. Nice crowd on hand tonight. Good following by the Waynesfield Tiger fan base as they travel from the east side of the county. They are in the Northwest Central Conference. That's right, Jeff.
Well, the first quarter stats, New Knoxville 4 of 9 overall from the field. They were 2 of 7 2-point shooting and 2 of 2 3-point shooting. Waynesfield just 2 of 10 overall, 2 of 6 from 2-point shots, and 0 of 4 3-point attempts. New Knoxville also 4 of 6 from the free throw line.
Jay Carter with a drive there, and he missed it, but the Rangers could not get the handle on the rebound, and it goes out of bounds. It'll be blue and gold ball underneath their own basket.
It's kind of how the Tigers opened up the game. They found Carter on a nice play inside. What's a nice out of bounds
There's
play.
a nice lob pass to the cutting Dalton Georgian, and he sticks it right back in. Just floated through the air, caught it, and put it up.
DJ now with 4 points, and he's scored the last 4 points of the ball game. So Waynesfield, again, a lot of ball game to go, needs to get some stops, and nice answer, though, by New Knoxville is Andrew Luffel. He has 5.
Luffel in a short corner there, only about a 14-footer, but nothing but
Those
nets.
are rare shots anymore, that distance. It's either you're shooting threes or you're going into the basket. Block shot for the Rangers against Glick's attempt. I think it was Dwenger that got a piece of it. New Knoxville with a defensive rebound.
Schrader and Dwenger out on top playing keep away. Now that goes to Luffel on the left side. Back to Schrader on the right side.
Tight defense by Landon DeWitt.
A near trap and a steal. Here comes
Nice
Kaufman. Steal again, but I think Lammers traveled after he caught it.
Well, that's a tough break for him, but you got to applaud him hustling down. That took away what would have been probably a high-scoring opportunity. I believe it was for Carter. So at that point, knock it down, knock it out of bounds, or catch it so you can reload and stop the possession.
Holland's in the game now for Waterman. And he's guarding the ball now as Kaufman drives. There's a near steal on around the ankles. Schrader picked it up, and it got punched out of bounds by the Tigers off of Leffel, but it'll stay with the Rangers.
Rangers had 4 turnovers in the first quarter. They have 2 so far here, so a total of 6. Likewise, Waynesfield, 5 turnovers in the first quarter, 2 quick ones here in the second, so they have 7 turnovers.
Holland with it in the paint area.
Don't think he realized he was open.
Yeah, I don't believe either. But there, then it went over to Leffel, and that'll be a jump ball as Leffel is tied up in the paint. And it's going to be out of bounds to the Rangers, though, underneath their basket. Dwenger to trigger it in.
Carson Barnes for the Tigers. Back into the contest. Where's number 14?
There's a steal there by...
Needed to be a bounce pass.
Yeah, Glick.
There's a nice bounce pass as 5 feeds 4. And Glick feeds Jordan on a bounce pass, and 3-point opportunity coming up for the Tigers.
Dalton Jordan scored on the layup. He's going to the line for the 3-point play.
Holland with a personal foul. He has 2 fouls already, and that's the first foul of the quarter for the Rangers.
Rattles around and falls out.
Schrader comes up with the loose ball and a little bit of pressure here, a little bit extended into the backcourt again for the Tigers.
There's
a nice
Dwenger.
block.
He got his first attempt blocked, got his own ball back, and put it back up and in.
Well, the Rangers have 2 offensive rebounds in the ball game. Each time they've been put those back up for points off offensive boards. So 4 points for the Tigers, no points on offensive rebounding.
There's a near steal by Holland as he tried a little bit of football wraparound.
That's a 3rd foul, so they're going to have to make a decision. If Waterman's going to come in now, but the rotation is going to be hiccuped a little bit with the 3rd foul against Holland.
Yeah.
Maybe the next time they want to sub is where, nice back cut.
There's a near steal.
Yeah, Dwenger ran him over, but a little zigzag cut. There, Waterman kind of gambled, missed it, and doing a nice job cutting back door was Dalton Jordan, but Dwenger there. Luckily, I'm just glad they didn't hit head on because Dalton Jordan was coming this way and Dwenger was going that way. So not a lot of contact, but definitely a foul on New Knoxville. Their 3rd of the quarter.
And there's a travel there by DeWitt as he was just a little unsure what he wanted to do. Didn't lay it down in time. Tigers are going to show pressure here at midcourt. Looks like a 22 style press with a safety way back.
Spacing for the Rangers is critical.
And
nice play defensively by the Tigers there. Nearly come up with the steal.
Yep.
In that effort, they're trying to throw it in. We saw Waterman flip it behind his back last time, just kind of desperation. That time the Waynesfield player had stepped out of bounds, but tried to save it anyways and hit the Rangers in the face. No harm, no foul. Another look here for the Rangers.
There's Dwenger with a 3 attempt from the left wing, no good. Here comes Jordan again. Kicks it to DeWitt, over to Kaufman. Kaufman penetrates along the baseline, kicks it out long wide to the back. DeWitt had it. Now once again it's Glick. Long rebound and saved there by Waynesfield as they throw it off of a Ranger, and it stays with the blue and gold.
Good hustle by the Tigers, keeping the possession alive and try to answer and get their first points off offensive rebounds here this opportunity.
20-8 here with about 4.5 minutes to go.
Count it.
Nope, they said no good. So there's going to be a foul. It might send Jordan to the line. Nope.
Nope, it won't, because it was in his gather. He was on his way to the basket. It was bang bang, but I agree that it wasn't too much continuation. Leffel did make contact. His first foul, team foul number 4.
There's a 3 from the right wing. No good. Batted around. Can't grab the handle. Waynesfield has it. Out at the circle.
They trail by 12. Sure could use a break here with points off offensive rebounds, and it won't happen this trip as they commit their 4th turnover of the quarter.
Kaufman kind of lost the handle, and when one of his teammates tried to retrieve it, it couldn't be saved. Okay, there's going to be a 30-second timeout here. We'll take a quick break also from a precision strip timeout.
At First National Bank, we are working hard to make your life a little easier. With products like Card Valet, an app allowing you to control your cards with real-time notifications, transaction restrictions, and spending limits. The ability to access your money through 55,000 all-point ATMs across the country, surcharge-free. Live customer support when you need it, and online and mobile banking, allowing you to gain access to your financial information wherever and whenever you like. First National Bank, making your life a little easier.
20-8 with 4:21 remaining here in period number 2. First horn, there's the second horn.
It was 16-4 at the end of the first quarter. Each team has scored 4 points here, and nearly half of the quarter gone by, so New Knoxville has slowed their pace down a bit. Their shooting hasn't really tailed off. They're 2 of 4 in the quarter, but seems like Waynesfield's had longer possessions, and that's limited New Knoxville's opportunity. And New Knoxville does have 3 turnovers, so that has taken some opportunities away for the Rangers to get shots off, but still have a 12-point lead. Waynesfield not able to take advantage of their last possession. They had 3 looks at it, couldn't come away with points.
Dwenger drives baseline, stops, kicks it back out of Waterman. Now to Schrader on top. He penetrates in the key area. Waterman kicks it back out, and they reset again. Schrader with a kick to Dwenger. Now Schrader with a drive. And Schrader's called for double dribble with the pressure defense. So
yeah, a little bit of defense caused that mishap there. He kind of got stuck on his hip, it looked like, and didn't mean to double dribble. Like, he didn't grab it with 2 hands, just kind of got caught on his body. That stopped the dribble, if you will, and then when he pushed it back down, he restarted it. But give the Waynesfield defense credit on that turnover. The 4th of the quarter, the 8th of the game for the Rangers.
Kaufman has it, kicks it all the way back out to Glick. Glick drives left, stops, spins. He throws it back out to Jordan.
Man-to-man defense for the Rangers.
Handled there by DeWitt again. A cutter come through as Glick knocked away from him. Dwenger pulls it up.
5th turnover of the quarter for the Tigers. They're 10th in the game. So the Rangers with 4 and 4 for a total of 8. Waynesfield 5 and 5. That is each quarter. So the Tigers with 10, the Rangers with 8 turnovers, and under 3 minutes to play second quarter.
Schrader showed an interest in a 3, but decided otherwise. Lammers has it. Now Waterman with a 3. That's no good. Rebounded there by the blue and gold. And here they come. There's a penetration right down the center by DeWitt. Knocked away, saved by Dwenger. And over to Leffel. 20-8 with 2:20 to go. Period number 2. There was an entry pass knocked away by Waynesfield. Stay with the
Carson
Rangers.
Barnes did a nice job there stepping in, preventing the pass to Schrader.
Luffel has it on the right wing. He decides what he wants to do. Kicks it to Lammers. Lammers takes it up. Partially blocked. Got stuffed in there by the rim. Rebounded by Waynesfield. Here come the Tigers. Glick has it. Now over to Jordan. Now to Kaufman, way over on the left. Here's Glick again from about 13 foot, short from the left side of the key. Here comes Wenger as he brings it across. Schrader looks for a pick, and the pass is deflected. Here comes Barnes. Barnes kicks it. Barnes had it knocked away. Shot up and in there by DJ.
Dalton Jordan, 6 points in a quarter. All 6 Waynesfield points in this quarter have come from Jordan. He now has 8 in the game. Another turnover. That's a 6th of the quarter for New Knoxville. Under a minute to play.
20-10. Period number 2 is just about closing out.
Rangers after 16 points in the first quarter, just 4 here in the second period.
Now with 40 seconds to go. Out on top with Glick. I think Waynesfield might be satisfied with one shot, the last shot.
What do you say?
Nope. Well, he took the shot, he got the foul. So Dalton Jordan's going to the line. He's going to shoot 2.
Dwenger for New Knoxville picks up his second foul, team foul number 5. And 2 shots for Jordan. Jordan missed his free throw attempt earlier here in this quarter. He currently has 8 points. 8 of the 10 Waynesfield Tiger points have been from number 4, Dalton Jordan.
His first attempt's a little long off the back of the iron. So Jordan goes to the line to shoot number 2. And that one's short. One's long, one's short. So Waterman has it. He brings it across the timeline with 25 seconds to go. Looks at Luffel over on the right side. Double trap, double team trap, and Luffel travels.
7 second quarter turnovers for New Knoxville. You add that up, they've only taken 6 shots in the quarter. 7 turnovers have really, most of them have been on the offensive, down there where they were trying to run offense, so you limit yourself with scoring opportunities when you have 7 miscues. 10 seconds to go in the half.
Glick has it, kicks it over to, well, now here it'll be shot there by Barnes. Barnes has got a deuce that goes up and in. 1 second. And there's a long shot, no good, into the student section. So at halftime, we will have a score. New Knoxville 20, Waynesfield 12. We'll be back in just a moment or two as we give you the first half stats.
Hi, I'm Mallory. My grandpa's been making the world's worst pizza for 30 years. That doesn't look like the world's worst pizza. Grandpa, I know why they call you Chunky Bob. It's because you use chunky ingredients on your pizza.
Of course, it's not because I'm fat.
Grandpa, this is the world's best pizza. Keyhole Pizza, come check Grandpa out.
Dine in or carry out.
Kogi Plumbing and Heating is your Bryant Factory authorized dealer. We have brought the best of comfort, control, and plumbing services to the St. Mary's area for over 60 years. We have been Reader's Choice winners for the last 4 years running and excel at providing our customers with efficient and reliable heating and air conditioning, as well as responsive service when a plumbing emergency arises. We insist that the products we install in our customers' homes and businesses offer the same performance and value that we expect ourselves. Call today for your next plumbing and heating or air conditioning needs. Bryant, whatever it takes.
It's halftime here at the barn, and our mid-game stats are brought to you by Grand Lake Health System. And here is Jeff with a recap of the first half stats.
Well, the score, as you mentioned, 20-12 shooting in the first half for the Waynesfield-Goshen Tigers. 6 of 13 two-point shooting, 0 of 6 three-point shooting. Overall, 6 of 19, 31% from the field. For New Knoxville, 4 of 11 two-point, 2 of 4 three-point. Overall, 6 of 15 for 40%. Waynesfield was 0 for 3 from the free throw line. New Knoxville, 4 of 6. Rebounding, the Tigers had a total of 11. New Knoxville had 12. Of those 12, 2 of them were offensive for the Rangers, and they put both those back up for a total of 4 points. 0 points on second chance for the Tigers. Each team with 11 first half turnovers. Leading scorers in the ball game, Dalton Jordan with 8, 2 apiece from Carson Barnes and also Jay Carter, their total of 12. For New Knoxville, Troy Dwenger with 9, 5 from Andrew Luffel, 4 from Jay Waterman, 2 from Tyler Lammers, their total of 20. As that is your stats that we have midway through the game, brought to you by Grand Lake Health System. And boy, New Knoxville up 16-4 at the end of the first quarter. You're thinking, boy, really played well offensively, but the second quarter, just 4 points. They commit 7 turnovers, so credit the Waynesfield defense. New Knoxville didn't shoot bad, but only 6 shots, and only, I guess 2 of 6, just not a lot of volume. And the turnovers are key in the second quarter, and the offense slowed down. Waynesfield capitalized a little bit, but they still trail by 8, which is the same deficit they faced. Well, it was 12 at the end of the first, so they cut into the 12-point lead, at least got down to single digits.
Okay, so it's Waynesfield with the ball here to start period number 3. Over to Kaufman. Barnes has it. Now looks like Glick drives, and Glick shoots.
His first points of the ball game for the 5'11 sophomore, and that what was 12-point lead is now 6.
So the pressure did result in turnovers by the Rangers in the second quarter. So it looks like Waynefield's going to stay with that philosophy until the Rangers can prove differently. Leffel has it, being guarded closely almost out to the timeline. Drives, looks. Now they've reversed it all the way around to Dwenger, inside to Waterman, over to Leffel. Leffel backs up behind the three-point line, shoots, no good. Rebounded there by Glick for the blue and gold. Now Glick does have it. On the left side, looks, goes deeper down the left wing. Barnes. There's a 3 right there by Glick, and that's good.
Well, number 5 now with 5 points. He scored all the points here in the third quarter for the game for him, and is now a 3-point Ranger lead. Good start for the Tigers offensively. They've did what they needed to do, have a good solid start, and jump right back into the contest with now just a 3-point deficit.
That kind of energized their team and their fan base a little bit as the Rangers appear to be pushed out of their offensive set just a little bit and rhythm. So here we go. Back to a 3-point game. There's a steal again. Takes off by Glick, and he puts it up on the left side. No good. Rebounded there on the stick back by Dalton Jordan. Timeout to the blue and gold. We'll take a timeout. Likewise, that's a precision strip timeout. It's a 30-second timeout.
Ranger timeout, right?
Rangers called it. Yes. Be right back.
Are you looking for a rewarding career? Lincoln Electric Automation in Coldwater and Fort Loramie supplies top-of-the-line automation systems to manufacturers. Lincoln Electric Automation routinely develops its team through hiring and by offering advanced technical training. We understand that every employee matters, and every role contributes to the success of our business. We offer advancement opportunities, competitive wages, and benefit packages. Visit LincolnElectric.com and get on track to a better career and a better future.
Like I said, Waynesfield came back. They're now down just trailing by 1 as they had been trailing by 8 most of the first half. They now trail 20-19.
At 4:21 to go in the second quarter, New Knoxville led 20-8. At 4:21 to go in the second quarter. So they've gone the final second quarter without scoring and almost, just over 2 minutes here in the third quarter and still stuck on 20, if my numbers are right. So it's been a scoring drought. A number of turnovers have hampered the Rangers, and Waynesfield getting a little bit better offensively to get some momentum and almost pick up another turnover here, and so it'll be a foul against Kaufman.
Tried to trap Leffel on the side, and as he turned his back, he reached around to steal the ball. Got called for a arm contact.
Dwenger back in the ballgame. He probably didn't start the second half. I bet Noah Holland did, didn't he? Or was Holland? Holland just went out. But Dwenger had those. No, now I'm confused. I didn't see when Holland came in, but nonetheless, he's off. Dwenger's in. And there's a body. Back-to-back fouls by Kaufman.
So he bumps Leffel. Leffel was trying to turn the corner in the top of the circle there. It'll be the Rangers ball inbounds. Baseline, back to Waterman. Double team right there.
Deflected. So the deflection, the ball will be placed right where it went out. No benefit to the offense. He'll push Jay down a little bit further, since it was a defensive effort, if you will, to force the pass out.
Dwenger has it, kicks it out to Schrader, who's near the mid-circle. Now being guarded, now breaks it. Jordan chases him. Dwenger on the left side. Over to Waterman at the top of the key. Skip pass. Over to Schrader. Dwenger, now to Leffels on the left side. Lammer steps out to reverse the ball. There's Waterman with a shot off the glass and good.
Boy, it took about, I said the last time, I don't know the last time they scored. I just know at the 4:21 mark they were ahead 20-8. When New Knoxville actually got their 20th point, might have been, earlier in the half, but nonetheless, they went almost 8 minutes game time without scoring. Illegal screen by number 4, Dalton Jordan.
Sort of like used his wing to make it a little bit bigger, and he got called for it. So Jordan is second.
Team's third. Do you consider that a turnover?
Yeah.
Okay, yes. 12th of the ball game, first of the half.
Turnover. Yep.
That was also a foul, but I guess when you charge, it's...
Yep. There's Dwenger, and Dwenger's fouled as he penetrates the glass and puts it up just on the edge of the 3-second area.
Carson Barnes with his first foul, and quickly the Tigers, with half a quarter to play, have already committed 4 fouls, so New Knoxville will shoot free throws, including this one, the rest of the quarter. And then at the end of the third quarter, those will reset to 0.
Dwenger's first free throw attempt is good.
Rangers were 4 of 6 from the free throw line in the first quarter, did not attempt a free throw in the second quarter. That second quarter really was just stale for the Rangers offense. Couldn't get anything going and had the turnovers.
And second one is likewise good.
Well, back-to-back possessions, I believe it is for the Rangers. They get hoops after going nearly 8 minutes game time. They score back-to-back possessions. Good muscle move by Carson Barnes.
Yep. Barnes took on the double team, spun, and he got fouled by Lammers on the spin.
Lammers commits his second foul, the first of the third quarter for the team. Barnes now with 4 points. This would make it 5 and make the Ranger lead 2.
Oh, rolled in and come right back out. That was halfway down. It's a 4-out offense for the Rangers against this zone defense by the Tigers. There's Dwenger with a move on the baseline, too hard. over the iron, everything,
Good
rebounded on the
defense
other
by
side.
Carson Barnes. He went straight up, wall-up defense, did not break verticality with his arms, and therefore no foul was called, and kind of forced Dwenger kind of he was in a sliding, didn't have a great angle to begin with, so kept Dwenger in that difficult shot spot and resulted in a miss.
There's a three from long range off the left wing, and the rebounder is Leffel. He's going to be fouled from behind as Barnes, I believe, went over his back.
Barnes commits back-to-back fouls, and like I said, that's the 5th foul of the quarter, so free throws for Andrew Leffel, and the Rangers shot, I think Coach Munger said 34 free throws, or 34 or 36 against Anna Saturday night, and made like 28 of them, so a very good percentage that night in their comeback effort, which fell short.
Leffel's first attempt is good.
He now has 6 points in the game.
25-21.
He has a 3-point bucket, a 2-point bucket, and a free throw.
You say that's hitting for the cycle?
I call it that. It's not. It's scoring for the cycle.
I know.
But I don't know what else you can do to score, but he's got a single, a deuce, and the tray.
And he's got another single there.
7 points for Leffel and a 5-point Ranger lead.
26-21 as we just about close out on the 3-minute mark. Period number 3. Rebounded there by Barnes. No,
actually,
rebounded Harden. Harden has it, and he's fouled as he tries to put it back up. And the foul will go against
Lammers. His third. I mentioned in the first half that Waynesfield had 5 offensive rebounds, but could not convert them into any points. Here in the third quarter, they have now 2 offensive rebounds. The first one they put up for 2 points, and a free throw here would give them something on their second offensive rebound, but trying to capitalize on those multiple looks the Rangers have given them. Parker Jones getting ready to check in for the Rangers, probably for Lammers with the 3 fouls.
Second shot there by Harden is good. So Lammers leaves and Jones enters.
And a full court diamond and 1.
Waterman quick, kicks it over to Jones. Jones attacks the glass. He's fouled right there early on by Glick. So it didn't take Jones long to get on the score sheet.
Played 4 quarters of JV basketball, and really within about the first 3 seconds of live time action, gets the basketball and is fouled in the act of shooting.
First attempt is off the back of the iron, no good. Jones' second attempt is good.
5-point Ranger lead.
Glick has it. He's going to try to bring it across the timeline, being pursued there by Dwenger. Dwenger
It's a hand check. Just you're begging the referee to make that call with your hand extended. Basically, whether or not it was a real physical foul, no. But you force the official to blow the whistle. And that's his 3rd foul, the team foul number 3. So Dwenger also with 3 fouls. Especially when you already have 2. You just hate to pick up one like that. I mean, you might as well. I mean, that to me was a careless foul. I know it happens, but especially when you have 2, you got to be really smart with how you make things look on the court, so you can't give an opportunity for a
There's
foul.
Jones
Nice
with a dive on the floor as he and
turnover.
Carson Barnes go for the ball. It will be a
good hustle play by Parker Jones, creating the turnover.
So the ball will go to the Rangers as Schrader will inbounds it right in front of the Waynesfield bench.
This type of things may obviously help your status as far as playing time. Now Parker Jones is just a sophomore, but you make positive things happen on the court, coaches will find somewhere for you to play.
Little weave here between Waterman, Schrader, and Leffel. Jones on the baseline. He threw that one out, and it's intercepted.
Easy come, easy go. You make some bad things happen, and you might also have some trouble keeping playing time, but tough break there. Good play defensively by the Tigers, stepping in the passing lane. Schrader picks up his first foul.
So on the drive there by DeWitt, He runs into
Schrader,
and Schrader's called for the foul.
And that now was the fourth foul of the quarter for the Rangers. So free throws the rest of the way for the Tigers, and they've already been to the line 3 times here in the quarter. So it really hasn't mattered that the Rangers were in the bonus or not, but 3 shooting attempt fouls, and DeWitt makes both. His first 2 points of the ball game.
So 27-24, 3-point advantage by the Rangers with 1:55 to go here in period number 3.
We talked before the game how we felt this game was going to be close, tight, and that's exactly what we've gotten.
There's Jones on an entry pass from Leffel, takes it right up and in. Nice move by the big sophomore.
Yeah, the 6'1 sophomore muscled it up, and more importantly, got it on the glass with a soft touch, and more times than not, you do that, it's going in, and he scored his 3rd point in basically just a couple minutes of action.
There's a shot-up attempt there by
DeWitt,
and no good, and I believe Leffel on the rebound is fouled by someone.
Free throws.
Fouled by DeWitt, I believe.
Rangers 5 of 6 from the line here in a quarter, so they're, Carson Munger, key to the game, get to the foul line. Well, they were there 6. I shouldn't say were there 6 times. They had 6 attempts in the first quarter, made 4. They had no attempts in the second quarter. They already have 6. This will be 7 and 8, and they've only missed 1 shot.
Leffel's first attempt is good.
8 points now for Leffel, the 5'10 senior, one of 5 seniors.
Second one is also good. 30-25 in favor of New Knoxville.
Rangers had no seniors on the squad last year, so everyone back from last year's team.
There's a 3 attempt from the right wing. Rebounded there by Schrader. Outlet it. Oh my, give it to Jones. Leffel has it on the left wing. Back out to Waterman at the circle.
60 seconds to play, 3rd quarter.
Holland penetrates. He loses it. There's a near steal. It is a steal. Jones has it. Kicks it to Leffel on the right side. Leffel looks. Kicks it back inside to Jones. Jones attacks. He has it rejected. Here comes Glick. Crosses over, looks, spins, throws it across the key. Barnes has it too hard. Rebounded up there by somebody, but no George.
Dalton Jordan had a look at it. Could not get it to drop, and then Rangers come away with not allowing the Tigers to score. A lot of contact. I thought Leffel and also Jordan. But play on. 13 seconds.
Glick drives, leans, no good. Waterman has it, 7 seconds, 6, 5. Waterman stops, 3-point area, no good. Holland has it, into, just at the buzzer, Holland gets an entry pass to Jones. Jones goes up and sticks it in for another 2. The young man's got 4 points here in period number 5 in period number 3. So we have a precision strip timeout. We'll be right back after this message for the 4th quarter.
New Knoxville Supply Company, the supply source for residential, commercial, and industrial jobs. We specialize in plumbing products from many name brands, electrical products from replacing a light switch to rewiring an entire house, heating, air conditioning, and geothermal products, sheet metal ductwork, installations, and service. We are now housing more inventory, so all the hardware items you need to complete the job are available right away. New Knoxville Supply. Stop in, call, or check us out online at newknoxvillesupply.com.
33-24 as the Rangers offense got going a little bit more in the 3rd period than it was in the 2nd period. We're just about ready to start. I believe Jeff will give us the stats here. Sponsored by Grand Lake Health. I'm sorry, Jeff.
The Rangers scored 13 points in the 3rd quarter. Waynesfield with 12. The Rangers won the quarter by 1. A big spark was Parker Jones, a sophomore coming off the bench. 5 points in basically the last couple minutes of action, and Rangers knocking down some free throws. 7 of 8 from the line were the Rangers. Waynesfield 3 of 5, but the Rangers a little bit more from the line, and Rangers 3 of 6 from the field. So again, Not a lot of field goal attempts, but they did hit on half of their shots, and then again took care of business at the free throw line, hitting 7 of 8 attempts. Rangers are now 11 of 14 from the free throw line.
There's a shot up, no good by Waynesfield, rebounded there by Waterman.
Was that by Glick that missed a shot? I think it looks like it.
I think it was, yes, but I'm sorry, I actually missed it, Jeff.
Harden picks up his second foul, team foul number 1 of the fourth quarter.
Waterman has it, kicks it to the cutting Leffel. Holland along the baseline, kicks it back out. They reverse it around. There's a baseline move there on a nice pass by Schrader to Leffel, but Leffel left it short. There's a nice pass by
blocked shot by Waterman.
Blocked by Waterman. And Leffel has it on the
I'd say it was a clean block. I mean, we had a good angle. Waterman did not make contact, and good defensive rebound by the Rangers as well.
There is a foul by DeWitt.
His second, team foul number 2.
So right now we no shooting, as with the new rule, we
I
start
know
back at 0.
Waynesfield fans are a little upset with that last block, I think, but I thought, boy, I didn't see any contact. We had a great angle. Maybe from over there, from the side, it looked like contact, but I thought it was a good defensive play. A big possession here for the Tigers. They need to get a stop, keep the lead single digits, try to get rolling on offense. Time will become an issue eventually, down to 7 minutes. And they go to man-to-man here. Turnover created. Good job defensively by the Tigers. Block.
And, they call it a charge. Oh, no, now he changed his call.
I think he meant the basket was good.
Okay.
Yeah.
But it is a blocking foul on Leffel, I believe. And it will be a good basket and a free throw coming up.
I agree with the block call against Leffel. I thought he moved in as the shooter was up in the air. We had a great angle. We saw it happen as Leffel picks up his second foul, team's number 1 of the quarter. But a big hoop for Dalton Jordan as the Tigers needed some offense, and they get a chance to make a three-point opportunity.
Jordan's first attempt off the back of the iron. Schrader has it. He's going to bring it across the line. Rangers appear to be in no hurry. They have about 5 guards on the floor right now with Holland. So their big men are not on the floor, meaning Lammers or Jones.
Tigers, though, trying to create havoc. They're going to get it. The turnover. Foul on, you just can't bump the guy shooting the layup.
So Glick goes to the basket on the steal on the left side, and he's fouled by Holland.
I don't know. I'm just curious if they're trying to draw. I mean, you can't draw a charge doing that when you're moving. He picks up his 4th foul, and that's going to stop the clock and let the Tigers, Levi Glick, cut into this 7-point lead with 2 shots.
And Glick's first attempt is off to the right. Jones enters the game for Holland.
Glick had a nice start to the third quarter. Started the third quarter with a field goal and a 3-pointer. 5 quick points really cut into that 8-point lead and cut it down to 3 with his quick offense, and gets a free throw to drop there for now his 6th point.
Diamond press employed again by the Tigers. Leffel has it across the timeline. He almost lost it.
Yep.
Kicks it to Schrader. Schrader penetrates, doesn't do anything.
You're not not pulling not shooting shots that you probably normally would have. You just wonder if you hate to shut your offense off, because usually it's hard to start, and they're going to force another turnover with the Tigers. And the Rangers are going to stop the clock and do exactly what Waynesfield needs. Turn the ball over and then stop the clock so they had a chance to score from the foul line.
Flick's going to go back to the line again to shoot 2.
His 3rd foul for Andrew Leffel, and the 3rd already here against the team in the 4th quarter. Glick was 1 of 2. Those were just recently, as Dennis said here, the last possession.
Glick's first one is good. So that makes the score 28-13. 33.
7 points in the ball game, all in the second half for Levi Glick, the 5'11 sophomore.
Second one is no good. Rebounded there by Jones. And I believe they're going to have a held ball. They are.
It'll stay with
the Rangers.
Yep, but good job. Was it 4 or 5? Someone, when Jones went up, the Waynesfield guy came around the backside, noting that Jones would come down and kind of put his back to the baseline. That's right where the Tiger player was, and did get a steal, but did cause a tie-up.
Okay, there's a timeout on the floor now, so we'll take a precision strip timeout also. We'll be right back.
We are here, and here, and here. Mr. Bank is everywhere, providing every banking service that you need to keep your financial life in order. Whether you are on the go or stopping by one of our branches, Mr. Bank is here for you. We proudly support the communities where you live. Minster Bank, helping people achieve financial success.
Want to just remind you that NK Telco Sports and its sponsors are pleased to bring you replays of tonight's high school boys varsity action. And you can see this action on NK Telco cable or on nkt.tv or on the app, channel 150. You can do that on the 11th of this month at 6 p.m. Or you can see it on channel 3 and 503 on December the 21st at 4 and December 23rd at 12 o'clock. Schrader got
another
picked.
Turnover by the Rangers.
Glick has a timeout there for Waynesfield as they didn't want to lose the timeout.
I think Coach Klum was calling timeout to avoid the travel, which he got, but then about time the whistle was blown, a teammate streaked free, and the timeout kind of nullified a free layup opportunity. So tough break, but again, the Tigers, their defense has really kind of been like off and on here in the third quarter. In the first quarter, the Rangers scored 16 and 13. In the second quarter, just 4 points, and now the Rangers have been, again, trying to kill clock. And a couple times in the possession or so earlier, they had opportunities to take shots and didn't. And you just wonder, well, it's one of the situations. Should I shoot? Should I shoot? I hate to shoot and miss.
I sometimes worry when you
shut
your
down.
offense
And I'm not
off.
saying they're shutting it down, but they want a good shot. Well, now I've got to think, is it good? Is it right time? If it's just one of those awkward situations for a team that normally doesn't play with a lead. No disrespect, it just, when you're not used to having a lead and that confidence, it sometimes makes it hard to finish.
Kaufman, here's Glick. He drives baseline, throws a pass out, skips over everybody.
Turnover.
And it will be off of Waynesfield.
The break for the Rangers is, that timeout. You think your player might get called for traveling, so you burn one as you blow the whistle. He flips it to a teammate. Then you end up with a turnover. So break for New Knoxville. They force Waynesfield to take a timeout and plus don't let them score.
Leffel has it. Kicks it over to Dwenger on the left side. Double team there. Another team. There's Waterman with a 3 attempt right straight away. No good. Rebounded there by.
Good shot and good ball movement. He had an open look.
And nice drive there by Jordan, and it doesn't go in. And on the rebound attempt, somebody fouled.
Dwenger, I think. He'll pick up his 4th foul with 5 minutes to go. So he picks up his 4th, team foul number 4. Lammers comes in for Schrader, but it's Dwenger that has the 4 fouls. We'll see how long Dwenger.
Got 5 minutes to go here, 5+ minutes to go here in period number 4. So that is a long time.
And he plays aggressive. So it's going to be tough. Like right there, no call, but 50-50 call, whether it's a block or charge.
There's a shot attempt, rebounded by Jones over to Leffel. Leffel is going to be hacked or chopped over there at the baseline, 84 feet away. But it'll be Ranger ball out of bounds there underneath the Waynesfield basket.
Foul goes on Dalton Jordan, his 3rd, team foul number 3.
Holland enters the game for Dwenger, who has the 4 fouls. Holland has it.
I would expect
Waterman.
Schrader to come back in or soon. He's sitting on the bench. He went out a couple not too long ago. Boy, long pass.
And stolen there.
Nice job defensively by the free safety or a cornerback, Carson Barnes, making the run and creating the steal. 5-point Ranger lead.
There's a drive by DeWitt, kicks it back over to Kaufman. Now over to Jordan. Still stays on the same side, just chained hands. There's a 7-footer. That's short, but rebounded by Glick, who just puts it right up and in.
Well, offensive rebound. That's the 5th point of the half the Tigers have come up with on offensive rebounds. And a 3-point lead for the Rangers.
Waterman acted like he was going to shoot it.
Well,
pulled back.
I think the confidence right now is, not saying confidence, just the flow for the Ranger offense is not like it was in the 3rd quarter. And someone's going to have to step up and knock down a shot.
Waterman with a 15-footer from the wing. It's good. No glass. Straight in.
8 points in the contest for Waterman, and that was a big basket. Long way to go, but at least the Rangers got a point, if you will, or scored.
3 1/4 to go, 3:25. Ball with Kaufman, enters
Leffel
the pass
fouls
there.
His 4th.
Jordan got fouled in the post area.
So free throws coming up for the Tigers, so a chance to score as Rangers 5 fouls here with 3:18 to go in the period. Dalton Jordan, he has struggled from the free throw line, 0 of 4 tonight. So he's looking to break that dry spell.
He's due. That one is good. I'll be darned it, it's not.
He's done a lot of good things scoring. He has 12 points. He's been consistent in scoring in every quarter, but has left some opportunities on the court, and sometimes it just doesn't drop, but he's been, he crossed the line. And he made it, but he crossed the line too soon. Heads up, perfect call. The shooter can't leave, can't cross the foul line until the ball hits the rim. Everybody else is allowed to, and unfortunately, the shot went in, it doesn't count. Boy, you need to throw the, arms are attached to the chest or the shoulders. Got to go somewhere either high or low.
So the Rangers have now got 5 guards in the game, basically. Holland to represent is in.
See once they spread the court again and just try to, again, find, I guess, a good shot. Waterman hit a big one last trip down.
There's Leffel along the baseline. Kicks it over to Holland. Holland along the right side to Dwenger. No good. Rebound attempt there by Leffel was good, but it went to the hands of the blue and gold. And Glick's entry pass is kicked off to somebody's
now here's
shin.
a violation. Dwenger kicked it. Let's see where they take it out. It should go out at the 20-foot mark. Doesn't really matter because it's not in a corner, but that should not be taken out where the ball went out of bounds at because it's a violation on a defense. They should not get rewarded. Granted, the ball didn't scamper down into the corner, so not a huge deal, but that was a rule change this year. There's 4 spots you can take the ball out when the defense commits a foul or a violation. That was a kick ball.
There's a Barnes shot that's long. Rebounded there by Holland. Dribble drive. He comes across the line, and his pass is deflected. Holland now has it on the deflection. Timeout by the Rangers. So at 2 minutes and 25 seconds, we'll just stay right here. This will be a precision strip timeout. Gives me a chance to give you some of our other additional sponsors. I just want to mention Carriage Works, Chiltex LLC, Cy Schwederman, Dickman Supply, Elmwood Assisted Care, Hometown Opportunity, Holzman Automotive, Kogi Plumbing and Heating, Lincoln Electric, Minster Bank, New Knoxville Supply, SecureCom, Bud's Chrysler Dodge Jeep, Crown Equipment, Shelby County Veteran Services, St. Henry Bank, and WCSM Radio. So that leads us now 2 minutes, 25 seconds. New Knoxville holding on to a 5-point lead, which is only 2 possessions. Jeff, any thoughts?
The Rangers have scored 2 points in the 4th quarter. They had 33 at the end of the quarter, and I know it took them a while. They probably went through about 3+ minutes, maybe 4 minutes, until Waterman got the jumper to go down. So, again, they're trying to spread the floor and kind of bleed the clock out. And I'm sure look for a good shot, but they've only attempted 4 shots, too. So it's been a lot of perimeter ball movement. Waynesfield has caused 5 turnovers here in the quarter as well. So the Rangers, as much as they want the clock to run, still have to maybe look to score. 5-point lead, he says, just 2 possessions. We'll see what kind of looks they get here. And that isn't what they wanted, as that one goes through the hands and out of bounds. The 6th Ranger turnover of the quarter. Break for the Tigers.
He just must have taken his eye off it. Yeah, big break for the Tigers. They did nothing, and they got the ball. So Kaufman has it. Comes across the timeline. Looking inside for Jordan. DeWitt drives, stops, pops, throws one up, not good.
Charge, Dwenger is fouled out.
Nice played on defense there by Jordan, who stood his ground and got pushed away by
Dwenger will foul out with 11 points. And, goes back to bang call there, but remember the foul when he was holding his hand out, guarding the guy sideways earlier in the second half. And I said, those are ones you don't want, because that was a bang play. The other one we just kind of arm barring is something you can control. So, it's easier said than done, but he plays aggressive, so.
Offensive foul, so there will not be a shot.
Correct. It's team foul, no free throws.
There's Barnes.
Charge.
Barnes is going to get it for using a wing on a push-off.
So back-to-back charging calls, and this one goes against Waynesfield. I think, Barnes, realizes he did it. No effort. The coach, no one arguing that fact. The push-off and a break for the Rangers.
Going to have to take a timeout. Lost the handle.
They're going to argue they didn't have possession. Tough break. The official that called it, I think, turned his head to warrant the timeout. And
when that happened, he lost the handle, but it is a timeout by the Rangers. So
I think this is their 4th. They would have 1 left.
So with minute 39 to go here in this timeout, the Rangers lead 35-30. The Rangers are already in the bonus situation for 2 shots on every foul. And so is Waynesfield. They have committed 4. The 5th one will automatically put it in effect.
And Waynesfield, I believe, has 2 timeouts left, and New Knoxville with 1. So New Knoxville wishes, for whatever reason, that the clock would run. They've struggled here as of late, trying to kill the clock. They've already have now 7 turnovers in the quarter and just 4 field goal attempts, no free throw attempts. So the second and fourth quarters for the Rangers have been scoring difficulties. Now, second quarter, I think, they got, it's similar. I mean, they just didn't get many shots in that quarter either. I was thinking here they've tried to take some time off the clock, but Waynesfield's come up and hit some shots. And
so it will be the Rangers ball almost underneath the basket, 84 feet away from their basket. And it'll be Waterman to trigger it, inbounded to Schrader. And Waterman is fouled by Kaufman as he comes across the timeline. So he will be going to the line to shoot 2.
Big free throws as Kaufman picks up his 4th foul, and that is a 5th. Waterman with 2 shots. He's 2 for 2 from the free throw line. Those were back in the first quarter.
And that one trickles in for a point, 36-30.
Waterman with 9 in the game.
Lammers re-enters for Jones. A little more size yet. Waterman's second attempt coming up. Good. 37. We have a timeout on the floor. It's a Waynesfield-Goshen called timeout. It'll be a precision strip timeout, and it's a full timeout. We'll be right back after this message.
Together, we are family, working safely for our loved ones. We are problem solvers who challenge the status quo and drive improvement.
We care about our customer relationships.
We stay true to our values, caring and respecting one another.
We embrace change as we journey through our career.
We are Precision Strip, the world's leading processor of rolled steel and aluminum.
Precision Strip, doing the exceptional.
The Rangers certainly probably could use Richling this evening. I said earlier he's suffering and he's out. I think he told me 8 games yet to go. So he's not happy about it, but that's just the way it is.
Yeah, you got to take care of your body and make sure it gets
healthy.
Fixed. Yep, long way to go. He'll miss some time and played a little bit, I guess, in the Anna game, right?
Yes. Didn't play Friday night against.
And got so anyhow. Good luck to him, and it's frustrating. He's an athletic player, played minutes big time. We might even started last year. Again, no seniors on the team for New Knoxville last year. So, of course, everyone back.
Okay, it will be New Knoxville ball, or it'll be, Waynesfield's ball.
Free throws were just made by.
Yeah, that's right. 37-30, 1:33 to go here in period number 4. Holland and Schrader come up as Kaufman begins to bring it across the timeline. They're in a box set right now, going right. And near steal by Waterman as it punched out along the sideline. Couldn't quite track it down. Waterman's pretty strong, pretty quick. There's a pass into Glick. He turns around, throws a skip pass over to DeWitt. DeWitt spin dribble. Now back to Jordan.
Rangers want to make sure they do not foul.
There's Barnes with a drive. Puts it up. It rattles around, doesn't go down. Got his own rebound. Put it on the glass and put it in. 37-32.
Well, good,
Schrader has
good job by Barnes. Carson Barnes hanging in there, getting some points. Under a minute to play.
Waterman has it. Changed his course. He's on the floor. It's a tie-up.
Turnover
right. There it goes with DeWitt. DeWitt to Glick. Glick from deep on a 3. No good. Rebounded there by Waterman. And he's fouled by DeWitt on an instantaneous foul to stop the clock. So Waterman's going to go back to the line.
He's 4 for 4. Just hit those 2 the last time here recently. Chance to kind of make up for the turnover he had on that last possession, half court, a lot of pressure defense. Waynesfield very active. Yeah, they're all over the place. Don't have a lot of, let's say, physical verticality size, but a lot of players that are scrappy and play hard. And Waterman off the mark.
Waterman missed that one. That's his first miss from the line tonight.
Yep, 4 for 5 now. 40 seconds to play.
That one trickles in. So Waterman with a point, 38-32. Makes it a 6-point lead, a two possession action. There's a penetration and drive by Glick. Lammers has it, and Lammers is fouled by, I don't know who it was. It might be Glick as he was on the floor, got up, and I think he got Lammers from behind.
Glick does pick up his 3rd foul. Team foul number 7, so well over the bonus as we said that earlier. So Lammers missed 2 free throws in the first quarter, has 2 points in the game. A chance here to make it real difficult with just 1 timeout left for the Waynesfield-Goshen Tigers.
That one's too hard. Shakes his head like I thought I had it, but it didn't go down. Off the back of the iron, so Lammers with a 2nd attempt. No more 1-on-1s in high school basketball. That one dances in and out. Score remains 38-32. 2 full possessions by the Tigers. There's a baseline drive. No good. Rebounded by Holland. Kicks it out. Goes to Lammers. And Lammers is fouled right away by DeWitt.
Well, good board there by Holland coming up with the miss on a nice drive. I believe it was by Kaufman. Doesn't drop for Waynesfield, and New Knoxville, again, an opportunity here. Basically, 1 free throw could really do a lot of damage.
1 would be big.
As there's a 5th foul on DeWitt, I believe is what it is, yes. So he fouls out with 2 points. Keegan Morris into the lineup, wearing number 23.
That one by Lammers is nothing but net.
That one was big, 7-point deficit with just 15 ticks.
That makes it over a two possession
Rangers
game.
do not need to foul.
That one no good. So I got 1 out of 2. Here's Glick. Penetrate, kicks. Shot by Glick from deep. No good. Lammers, rebound. No foul, as that's it. So it'll be the Rangers scoring tonight their first victory of the year as they defeat the Waynesfield Tigers 39-32 in a very, I'll call it very intense game, a very well-contested game with 2 evenly matched squads. We'll be back in just a couple of minutes to close out the game and give you the final stats for this evening's contest.
Hometown Opportunity serves Mercer County, Auglaize County, Darke County, and Shelby County.
The website as a whole is pretty user-friendly. I was able to filter down my options, see what types of jobs were out there for me in the area.
It really opened up my eyes to the employer market around here.
We know that our local candidates, a lot of times are most successful candidates because they want to come here and stay.
It's become the go-to site for anybody looking for a job in the region.
As we're waiting for Jeff to prepare the stats for us, I'll just go across our sponsors again this evening. First National Bank, Key Oil Pizza brought to you the keys to the game. Precision Strip, our timeout sponsors. Winter Meat, Grand Lake Health Systems, who are our stat, both post and mid stat supporter or sponsor. New Knoxville Supply, who is the live view sponsor, and NK Telco. We want to thank all of those people. Once again, you can see this game on December the 21st at 4 p.m. on 503 or Channel 3. And again on December 23rd at 12 p.m. on Channel 3 or 503. Just check it out on demand through YouTube or Facebook or NK Telco Sports, nktelco.com/sports. That way you can view these games at your wish whenever. Nice game. Rangers pick up their first W on the year in a, like I say, a very strongly contested game. And here is Jeff, I believe, to give us the final stats. Is that right, Jeff? That'll be brought to you by Grand Lake Health Systems for our post and mid-game stats.
Field goal shooting in the ball game for the Waynesfield-Goshen Tigers. They finished 12 of 34 2-point shooting, just 1 of 11 3-point shooting, a total of 13 of 45 from the field for the Tigers. For New Knoxville, 8 of 18 2-point shooting, 2 of 7 3-point shooting, overall 10 of 25 for the Rangers. Free throw shooting, Waynesfield left some points on the line, just 5 of 15 were the Tigers. New Knoxville connected on 15 of 22 attempts. Rebounding, Waynesfield had 24 rebounds. 10 of those were offensive. They were able to turn those 10 offensive rebounds back into 7 points. All those points on offensive rebounds for them coming up in the second half. New Knoxville, 29 rebounds. Only 2 offensive rebounds in the ball game. Both those, though, they put back for points for 4 points, but only 2 offensive rebounds for the Rangers. Didn't shoot a lot, really. Just 25 attempts, but final shooting for them is 10 of 25 from the field, and free throws is 15 of 22. Yes, okay, so turnovers, the Tigers with 21 turnovers. New Knoxville just a couple less at 19. Your individual scoring for the Waynesfield Tigers, 2 players in double figures. Scoring for the Tigers, Landon DeWitt with 2. Dalton Jordan with 12. Levi Glick with 9. Carson Barnes finishes with 6. Wyatt Harden with 1. And Jay Carter, 2. Their total of 32.
I believe Carter had the first 2 of the game, didn't he?
Yes. For the Rangers, 2 players in double figures. Jay Waterman, 11. Troy Joinger, 11. 9 points from Andrew Leffel, 5 from Parker Jones, and 3 from Tyler Lammers, their total of 39. So again, competitive game that we talked about, we anticipated seeing is what we got, and the Rangers prevailed. It wasn't a pretty fourth quarter, but as kind of frustrating maybe it was for the Rangers to run offense, they did take care of business, survived some turnovers, made enough free throws, and withstood the Waynesfield run.
It appeared to me that Coach Munger decided that he was going to make Waynesfield foul the Rangers so that they could go to the line and score from there if they weren't going to get a layup.
And they did. They made 4 of 8, not a great percentage, but enough to do the damage. And Rangers had some turnovers there in the fourth quarter, but Waynesfield tried, didn't maybe capitalize on every opportunity that they wish they could have. And likewise, Waynesfield missed some opportunities from the line. They were just 2 of 7 in the fourth quarter. So as much as they could create turnovers, they couldn't capitalize enough times and left some points on the foul line. So tough break for them, but they battled. They're a scrappy team. It was not easy. New Knoxville constantly facing pressure. And, congratulations to both teams. A fun game to watch. And for the Rangers, they pick up win number 1. For the Tigers, they'll drop to 0-3.
Right, first one. Okay, that leads us to our player of the game, sponsored by NK Telco. And it will be a New Knoxville player. And it will be.
I think Jay Waterman was consistent scoring throughout the game. He ends up with 11. He was 5 of 6 from the foul line. And he hit that jumper right in front of us late in the fourth quarter for, the only field goal the Rangers made in the quarter. And that was that time when we were talking about should the Rangers shoot, should they not shoot. Not used to playing with the lead. Usually you're behind, many times behind, you're just letting them fly because you got to score. Well, he hit that jumper in front of us, went on to hit 3 or 4 free throws in the fourth quarter as well, en route to 11 points. And congratulations to Jay Waterman, our NK Telco player of the game.
I agree with you, Jeff. That was a big shot because the Rangers had not been able to score basically at all, and he pulled up and shot a 15-footer and buried it. So it was a great shot by him, and it really helped the Rangers move ahead as they were struggling for offense. So that pretty much concludes our broadcast. The Rangers will be back in action tomorrow night. I think Waynesfield is likewise back in action, but I forgot to write down where they're at. So check your listings maybe on Max Preps, and you can find out where it's at. The Rangers will definitely play Fairlawn here tomorrow night once again. So another tough match because the Shelby County School comes in here always well prepared. Okay, that concludes our broadcast this evening. Just like to thank our director and producer, Austin Ambergy, as he is the man who does all the sponsors and all the controls. And like to thank Jeff Henshin for his stats and his color commentary. This is Dennis Henshin saying good night, everyone. Thank you, and we'll see you again in a day or so. Thank you, but good night.